everyone. So today we have Vivek Jain, Chief Business Officer, Life Insurance Policy Bazaar with us. So over to Vivek. So could you please brief about yourself, your past journey, and we can then start.
Hi, Nivruti. So basically, I graduated from IIM Calcutta in 2013 and started off my career in consulting with the Boston Consulting Group for about 2.5 years, where I worked across industries in BFSI, in retail, in consumer goods. So it was a very diverse experience. And then I briefly worked for a couple of years with the autotech startup
Mhm.
and have been with Policy Bazaar for over 7 years now.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, so how you encountered with the current role at Policy Bazaar?
Well, actually, in the last 7 years at Policy Bazaar, I have done multiple roles.
Uh-huh.
Uh, Started off with setting up a part of term insurance at Policy Bazaar way back in 2018. So term was always a big part of the Policy Bazaar portfolio, but
Mm-hmm.
we were trying to set up something new segment in that in 2018. So it was a very interesting first 1.5 years where I was actually involved in both sales, like hardcore sales, as well as the business and the strategy side. Then for the next 5 years, I was actually leading the savings business. And for the last 4 months, I have now been leading, now I am the chief business officer and leading the life insurance business, both term and savings.
Okay, wonderful. That's great. So, what leadership principles guide you and in steering the life insurance at the Policy Bazaar?
See, I think a few things that I think are very important for us at Policy Bazaar is that customer is the center of everything that we do,
Right.
right? Anything, any innovation, be it on the product side, be it on the business or the process side, it is all for the customer. So basically, winning customers' trust and doing something that is the right thing for the customer, something that kind of builds more transparency for the customer to decide which product or which plan is suitable for him or her. I think that is the center of and the guiding light for all of us at Policy Bazaar. That whatever is best for the customer is something that we always try and do.
Right. Yes, that's good. That's absolutely right. That customer, you have to always think of how customer will react and how they will accept whatever you are coming up with. Right. Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
so coming up with the Indian market. So how have you observed the life insurance market in India transform over the past decade, especially with advent adapt of digital platforms?
Okay, so I think last 10 years, while we have come a long way in terms of life insurance, but we still have a very long way to go because the life insurance penetration in India is still in low single digit number, right? It's not even 10%. So we still have a long way to go. But I think in the last 10 years, people have started to understand more about the importance of term insurance and life insurance.
Right.
And now I think with the new age platforms and online platforms like Policy Bazaar coming in, we see a lot of traffic coming in not only from the metro cities but from the tier 2 and the tier 3 cities as well. So
Okay.
there is, I think, people are becoming more aware about the importance of life insurance and health insurance in India, but there is still a long way to go.
Right. So, did you see any drift change post pandemic, or how it is?
So you're right. I think post-pandemic, two, three things kind of happened, right? I think people may became more aware that
Mm.
they should they should have term insurance and health insurance.
Right.
Why? Because life. I think is life is very unpredictable, right?
Right.
But
Yes.
I think COVID was a time when actually people saw that even young people, in such kind of a scenario may face, and if they are the only breadwinner of the family, then
Right.
the whole family is dependent on him or her kind of starts suffering. So I
Mm,
think once people experience that phase, which was a very, very hard phase for most of us,
mm,
I think people started realizing the importance of term insurance and health insurance. And
mm.
since then, we have seen more people asking and coming on our website to understand these plans.
Right. So, did you introduce, so post-pandemic, there might be some concerns related to whether to include the COVID-19 cases or not, how it was, the situation and your decisions to include these facilities in the policies.
So see, COVID-19. So basically, if you talk about life insurance, any kind of death except suicide in the first 1 year is
Mhm.
covered in all life insurance policies. So death due to any pandemic or like COVID-19 is always covered in any term insurance policy. So there is no as such a difference in the terms and conditions
Mm.
that were there because of the pandemic.
Okay. What about the term insurance?
Sorry, this I was talking about term insurance only.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
fine.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So we'll move to the next question. So what shifts you have you noticed in customer behavior regarding life insurance purchases, and how has Policy Bazaar adapted those changes?
So yeah, like I was saying that now we get a lot of traffic outside of metros and tier one cities. And so we are seeing that more and more people are now comfortable to make the payments online. I think people are becoming more and more digital savvy. So we have kind of created very, very digital journeys, and which are very, very customer focused journeys, which are very, very easy to do for
Right,
our customers. The other thing that we have kind of done in the last 3 to 4 years is build a lot of feet on street capacity as well. Because what we have realized is maybe in the tier 2 tier 3 cities a lot of people also need assistance in person, right? While they may be able to transact online, they still want to meet somebody before
yes, right,
finalizing a purchase. So
right,
now uh, almost 25% of our workforce is in cities who, and they can basically go and meet our customers and help them select the right plan. So
right.
almost 2000 people are there available across the top 70-80 cities in India, who can go and meet and explain the policies, help them compare and make the right decision when it comes to buying life insurance or health insurance.
That's great. That's really wonderful. So so you can cover more areas, and you can reach out to the very rare places where no one is reaching out, right?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It definitely helps, I think, build more trust
Right,
because when the customer meets in person, I think they are more open about what their exact requirements are. They also start having more trust
right,
on that. Yes, basically, I've met someone and understood all the terms and conditions. I
right.
think it really helps.
Okay, great. So, so as we are seeing, there are various technological advancements are going on. So, how Policy Bazaar is leveraging those advancements and increasing customer experience in purchasing the life insurance?
Okay, so see, I think we always had a very, very smooth and engaging online digital journey, and we have very, very deep integrations with our insurance partners to ensure that you can compare the policies online from the comfort of your home and make the right choice. Apart from that, we have done in the last 3 4 years, we have actually worked a lot on AI tools, artificial intelligence, and machine learning models to basically weed out any risky customers at the time of applying the policy itself. By that, I mean that anybody who is trying to basically do any kind of fraud or misimpersonation,
Right.
we are able to do some face match and voice match with the recording and with the documents that are there, so
Hmm.
that the customers who have rightfully declared everything, that will help them and ensure that they always get their claims. And people who are trying to fraud the system, are we are able to stop them only at the time of sourcing the policy. So we try, and that kind of benefits the insurers also, our insurer partners, as well as the customers. Why? Because then the customers who are genuine will definitely get the claims, right? Because I think
Right.
the big challenge for insurance companies is also how do they prevent these frauds and impersonation,
Right.
and which is why a lot of claims, sometimes the claims get denied because there is some fraud or there is some impersonation happening. So we have tried to build our own models to catch them at the time of sourcing itself.
Right. Yes. So, can you share an example on how Policy Bazaar has gone above and beyond to assist a customer during the claim process?
Okay, so I'll give you a brief background on this. So we have a dedicated claims assistance program in Policy Bazaar.
Mhm.
Okay, and for every life insurance policy that is issued via through us, we send the nominee a claims card with a dedicated helpline number. Anybody who requires assistance in filing a claim can reach out on that dedicated number, and we will then take care of the process.
Okay.
And there'll be many, many examples. There are innumerable examples where we have helped the customer in filing the claim, following up with the insurance companies. And a lot of times, actually, unfortunately, the nominees are not very educated, or they don't know a lot about how to
Right.
file the claim. And actually, a lot of people don't really believe that a 1 crore claim will actually get paid out.
Yeah.
Right. So,
Right.
and there are cases where we have even gone above and beyond and actually realized that a telephone assistance will not only work out. So we have to send somebody from our team to the house of the life assured and help the nominee fill up the forms, because sometimes the forms can be complicated, and unfortunately, because the family is also in an emotional shock.
Right. Yes.
So it is very hard to do all those documentation. So we even provide support if we feel that the customer is not able to understand on a telephonic conversation. We even send our people to help them file the claim.
Okay. That's wonderful. So, adding to this, so what are the current trends in life insurance that you believe can shape its future?
Well, I think a lot of new things that we are trying to work on. One, we now have basically special plans for our NRI customers, people who are living outside India. They can buy term insurance from the comfort of their home, and they can buy sum assureds up to 5 crore on a video medical. Right, because the challenge for them to how do they get the medicals done. That is one thing. We have also kind of started a new segment for women. Unfortunately, so far, I think while the overall penetration of insurance is very, very low, but in the women segment, that is even lower. Right. So we have special plans for women customers, which have a inbuilt discount, as well as some special features which have maybe covering some critical illnesses or some health management services, which can really benefit the women customers. So this is one very, very evolving trend, and it is growing very, very fast. The other big thing that why people don't buy term insurance specifically is that people say that if I don't die, I will not get anything and my money will be wasted. We have worked with insurance partners to create a smart exit feature. Okay,
Oh,
what it simply means is that you are at the time of retirement at say 60, you can exit the policy and take all your premiums back.
oh,
And this policy is far cheaper than a standard return of premium policy, because generally return of premium policies are slightly expensive than a normal term insurance policy. So this feature that at the time of retirement at 60, after 60, generally you don't need a life cover because
right.
generally your kids may be already settled and you don't have any financial obligations.
Right.
So then at that time you can exit the policy and take all the premiums back. So in
Uh,
a way, there is full refund of premium that is happening. So you have enjoyed the benefits and the cover for till the time you were earning, and at the time of retirement, you can just take your money back.
right. That's great. So it is implemented or it's under
No, no,
discussion nowadays?
it is already there with I think almost 5, 6 partners.
Okay. Okay. Wonderful.
Yeah, yeah.
That's great. So how do you foresee regulatory changes impacting the life insurance sector and digital aggregators like Policy Bazaar?
So I think, see, all the regulatory changes are always good for the customer, right? They may have some turmoil for a short term, but as long as in the long term, all those changes will only help the industry grow, right? So I think new changes have been brought in wherein there are higher surrender values available in guaranteed return plans, right? Which also is in a way a very very pro customer move. So it
Mm.
may just, I think, see, any major changes always take some time to settle down. But I think in the long term, it will only help grow the insurance industry.
Yeah, right. So what are Policy Bazaar's strategic priorities for life insurance sector in the upcoming years?
So I think in terms of strategy, I think there is still a long, long way to go, and we will keep investing in marketing about term insurance and life insurance in India, like we have already always been doing for the last 15 odd years. We have spent a lot of money on doing television ads about to increase the awareness about term insurance in India, and I think that will keep being the focus of Policy Bazaar. I think the whole vision of Har Family Hogi Insured is something that we will keep working on.
Okay, that's great. So I would like to question few personal things. So what drives your passion for the insurance industry and how do you stay motivated in your role?
So I think the biggest thing that drives me in this role is actually basically every because apart from, while this may be a job for us, but with every policy that gets issued, in a way that kind of secures a family's future.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So that's a very, very satisfying feeling if you really look at it. That while yes, you are doing it, it is a job, but in a way it is a very, very noble profession. Right. Why? Because every policy or every part of business that you are doing is kind of helping a family secure its future. So I think that is something that really, really drives me, and that's why we really take pride in our claims assistance program and go above and beyond to help our customers in filing the claim, in getting the claim, all those things we really take pride in.
Right. So, as we see, there are a lot of technological advancements. Again, we see there are a lot of scams going on, right? In every industry, it is there. So, how do you educate your customers? How do you deal with those kind of issues?
So, see, we keep always sending communications to our customers that, like, for example, they should never transfer any money to any personal account. Policy Bazaar will never ask for any personal account details. Whatever payment or any transaction that they do, they should do through the website. Uh, or there can never be a case where our agent or anybody from our team will ever ask money in their personal account. I think that's the biggest unfortunate scam that keeps going on a lot of times. So we always keep telling our customers that whatever transaction is done, they should do it through the website because
Mm,
there is no other channel. We only take all transactions through the website in a
that's
digital mode. So,
Yeah,
that's I think very, very important to always keep educating our customers.
right. So when you deal with the aged people, veterans, so how it is challenging? How do you see it? Is it difficult? Because we know that dealing with elder peoples is really very challenging thing, because to make them understand the thing we are coming up with, the digital platforms we are coming up, they are not so few people are not accepting those channels, right? So how do you deal with that?
So you're talking about customers or you're talking about
Customers.
employees? Customers. So yeah, so I think see for them also, and that's why now we've started a pension business also within the life
Okay.
insurance team. Okay, where we are trying to sell to people who are 40 years, 45 years old. I
Hmm.
think there the feet on street model and going and meeting those customers actually really helps a lot.
Hmm.
Why? Because when you are meeting them face to face, the kind of trust that they have is much higher than what they have when you are talking to them on a phone call.
Right.
Also, also one more interesting trend that we are seeing is a lot of our business gets closed over a video call where we kind of our team kind of explains the product to the customers through a screen sharing model,
Okay.
right? Where they are sharing their screens and the customer is able to then really see and visualize what we are talking about, what are the key features of the policy, so that there is full transparency in whatever we are communicating. But yeah, I think it will still take time to get better at that. But I think feet on street and maybe screen sharing so that they see something written on the website. I think when people see something or meet someone, that is when they get more trust rather than just talking to someone.
Yes, right. We never know who is on the other side of the phone.
Exactly. Yeah.
So how do you maintain a balance between your professional responsibilities and your personal life?
So I think, and my father always keeps telling me that I think one thing that I've always learned from him is that devotion to duty is divine.
Right.
So when you are at work, fully focus on work. When you are at home, try and give as much time to your family as you can. So I think that's how you kind of balance both professional and personal life. That wherever you are, you give your best, and then when you are at home you try and give your best for your family. That's how I kind of balance my work life.
Okay, great, wonderful. So what advice would you offer to professionals aspiring to make a mark in this industry?
So I think one piece of advice would as what we believe as at Policy Bazaar is, I think, always focus on doing the right thing for the customer, and try being as transparent as possible to the customer, because ultimately if you win the customer's trust, business will happen.
Right.
And there is so much opportunity in India right now in the insurance domain, that I think it is inevitable that business will happen.
Right.
Just we just have to keep educating and making our customers more and more aware about the importance of life insurance, and just doing things that are right for the customers. I think you are bound to succeed in this industry.
Wonderful, right. So at last, so if I missed anything, would you like to add any point, or you want to talk on anything?
No, I think we had a very interesting conversation. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
your
Thank you.
time. And yeah, thank you.